Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for a 3 versus 3. We are on the map Green Acres, and I have spawned as the orange zerg with my allies Contrarian, the purple Protoss, and Spartan as the yellow Protoss. I have a couple of Protoss on my flanks, but I am taking up the center position right here on the ramp, so it'll be mine to defend, mine to take care of, and maybe no one will ever actually attack of it. We'll have to wait and see if one of these fine gentlemen will be attacking it. We've got T-Money as the teal zerg. We've got Slayer as the blue Protoss. And coming in as the red Protoss, we have the one, the only Turd Ferguson. Yes, that is right, Turd Ferguson. Gotta love the name. You gotta love it. And Turd Ferguson, boy, how many times I'm gonna have to try to force myself to say this name during the cast? Well, we'll have to wait and see, because right now Turd Ferguson has got a pilot going up, but he's not going any, well, he's getting a probe out as well, but not kind of doing anything else. It's not centering on there because I believe it's because the Nexus is in range, or it's still in visual range. Yep. If it's anywhere on the screen, it won't focus on it. It will not. And Turd Ferguson is putting down a gateway. Meanwhile, I've got some overlords scouring out across the map. And oh, Team Money going for an early expansion way out here in the middle of nowhere. If we scout this early, there's very little chance he's going to be able to defend it. It's hard enough to try to defend these against an early rush. I don't know what they will do if we hit this right now. So it's a big risk, but will it be big reward? We're going to have to wait and see. He's got an overlord on the way. He's supply blocked, but the only way he could be supply blocked in that fashion is if he went for a little bit of an extractor trick. And now he's fine. Going to get 3 drones on the back of that. And it looks like I have my pool on the way. Could be my proclivity to not go for an early hatch anymore. Is that gonna be an issue now that my counterpart is going for an early expand? I certainly hope not. But oh, this Overlord. Where is this Overlord's trajectory? Oh, this is going to be close. Is he going to spot this? It could be a while before we find that out. The creep won't have popped out yet, so he might just be able to slip past unnoticed. What can we see? Nothing yet. Oh, it's getting closer. It's getting so close. Do we see it? Oh, and there it is. T-Money has been scouted. That could be a problem right now. And it looks like I finally got my expansion now. If we could deny him that, that would give me the advantage again, because this is apparently a 1 versus 1 where the other players don't really matter. But we do have a complete wall off here, which means it's going to be kind of hard for Team Money to be saturating that expansion. Assuming it has been spotted, it has been seen, and it must go. Do we have any thing coming? We got a Stalker here for Contrarian. We got a Stargate here for Spartan, which will be less than useless at taking out a hatchery because Stargates don't move and have no attack until the Mothership Core is able to photon overcharge any Protoss building, and we're all hoping she won't. I'm going to probe heading out for Contrarian. I'm assuming he's going to be taking the expansion there. Looks like that is where he's heading, but so far we don't have anyone to take this out. I got a Queen coming out, Zergling speed. We still have no attacking units to take care of this base, which is not really that well saturated yet. This is the prime time to hit. He does have a Queen on the way, which will be about the only defense he's going to get here because these gates are closed down tight. A couple of Zealots here on the outside. They could do some things, but right now they don't have to because we're not engaging this right now. And as this picks up, although he is a little bit behind the macro, so am I. Why am I so far behind? That must have been my late expansion. Why am I so far behind everyone else? What is going on here? I got 4 drones on the way. Well, that'll make a difference, but was it because I made a couple? So I only made 4 lanes. That's not a lot. Why am I so behind? It's just because my macro hasn't kicked in yet. I just got my second hatch. It's got to be it. I don't have mules. I don't have chrono boosts. Of course, mules aren't going to have any effect on the harvesters right now. So I don't know. I'm just bad apparently. But we do have Void Rays on the way for Spartan. They could go out and take care of this. Instead, we have Contrarian with a Mothership Core. I don't think a Mothership Core can solo a Queen. And, oh, is he going to try to take out... Oh, he is going to take out 1 drone. He may have taken out other drones. I didn't see. 3 kills on that, so he must have taken out a few more drones. But he's going to have to get out of there because the Queen has got no problem to take care of that at all. And, boy, she's hardly take any damage at all, it looks like. I thought this Mothership Core was shooting at that for a little bit longer. I thought it would be a little bit closer, shouldn't it? I mean, shouldn't it? I don't know, but we got to get something down there. It looks like I'm just macro right now, even getting my lair up. We're just keen to let this kind of keep going. I mean, we killed a couple... Oh, or is there a second? No, that queen was... There's a second queen here. Maybe he may have built it in response to the mothership core coming in. It's quite possible. I do that often, too. If I expect my queen's going to die, I do try to get another one out right away and hope that the hatchery doesn't die in the process. But we've got to do something about this base. We can't just let it go uncontested, but none of us seem to be doing anything. Oh, well, Spartan's going to be taking its second base, but that's... I mean, this thing is so vulnerable right now. They don't have really any army in position to take care of this. I mean, these Marines could get out there. These Zealots could get out there. They have to lower down the supply depot. It would be kind of slow going, so the time to strike was probably a couple of minutes ago. May have missed our opportunity to take that out without any sort of response, and we do with some... Turd Ferguson's making his own Void Rays. If we check the units tab right now, Spartan's got 2 Void Rays. Turd Ferguson's got 2 of his own. But do we have... Upgrades. We got +1 armor coming for Spartan. Turd Ferguson just building another Void Ray. No upgrades yet. Has Spartan gotten his attack upgrade yet? No, it doesn't look like he has. Oh no, he does have his attack upgrade. Then why does this say? Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading this. I was reading the requirements, not the actual upgrade. So yeah, he does have +1 attack, which is going to give him a decisive advantage. Plus, he's got a numbers advantage. Although no one's using prismatic alignment here, which is not going to matter to Spartan because he's going to come out without a scratch. And Turd Ferguson's going to have to rebuild again. We got 20 lings on the way right now. Perhaps now is the time to deal with this. Couple of spines here, even an overseer for T-Money. Going to put a spore up there to block that mothership core, which I'm assuming is not there anymore. Because why would you leave your mothership core tucked in the corner of the map? You wouldn't. Oh, but Contrarian's got some DTs, but the spore here. And the overseer here, the floating eyeballs is already here, and yeah, that is not going to do anything. But he could have gotten that out. He decided to save the DT. Probably the good choice. Although some transfuses are going to bring that thing back up again. Maybe it might have been a good idea to take that down because he's probably going to take an extra poke from this one anyhow. But whether this one pokes him once more or this one doesn't, at least they'd be down a spine. So I don't know if that was the right choice. Looks like I'm going to be going for a third base right now, and we've got going here. Oh, it looks like Contrarian's going to be going after T Ferguson. Now I'm going to give him initials. It's good old T Ferg. He's losing his expansion right now, and we're going to get a scan here from Slayer. Oh, he's going to try to. Oh, he missed taking out that tank. That's unfortunate. If he got another slice on that, it would be one less tank, which. It's always good to thin out the tank numbers, but it looks like Slayer's kind of like, I'm tired of this. Let's push out and see if we can do something here. And what we got going here? Oh, Spartan's moving out with some Void Rays if he swings around here to Slayer's base. There are missile turrets. I don't know if he's got enough Void Rays where he's going to want to deal with that yet. Right now, he's actually just going to take out the rocks, and it looks like, oh, my watchtower. The watchtower I've taken is spotting all this moving out across the map. We're going to want to do something about this. The tanks are not sieged, so I'm going to try to move in there, see if I can do any damage. And the DTs are going to swing around behind. The Lings are getting slaughtered, but and he scans at just the right moment. But the Marines are dead, and the tanks are dying too. So just because you can see a DT does not mean they are no longer a threat. And probably could have gotten that tank. That tank has been surviving. That Ling. Oh, the Ling's probably in hold position. He probably is not going to get this tank out. It's not an attack move, but I always like to hold position to keep my Lings from just running off to random. Oh, I could have had that tank down. There's no way that tank would have won that battle. And Contrarian's base is going to be harassed with this tank, but not going to last that long by himself. Why would you push out with a single tank that is badly damaged? That doesn't make much sense. But they do know the space is here. And we've got, looks like the Void Rays are going to try to do some damage here. Managed to take out a couple of the missile turrets. And the SCVs are not getting out. And he's got them on hold position, which is great. They're out of range. Oh, well, they were. What is he? He's doing some odd micro here. Is he going to leave one Void Ray here? Oh, no, he's going to try to swing him in here. And he's going to try to mass repair, but he didn't have a good surround on that, so that's not going to survive. But the Void Rays from Turd Ferguson. We have a T-Money here, and I keep confusing the T with the player here. He does have better upgrades, but he's way outnumbered right now. He's got to get home. Oh, but the Void Rays are catching up. They're doing a little bit of damage, but again, no prismatic alignment is being used. which could be doing a lot more damage a lot faster, and some Void Rays, more Void Rays from starting. That's going to be 6 Void Rays to 7. I think with the upgrades, he's going to have the advantage, but if someone activates Prismatic Alignment, which Turd Ferguson is activating it, it's going to absolutely destroy these Void Rays. Prismatic Alignment, you got to use it, and you got to know when to use it. For example, Hydras, Mutas, Marines, do not use Prismatic Alignment. Stalkers, Corruptors, Colossi, you better believe you better be using that Prismatic Alignment. And oh, Spartan's basically absolutely destroyed. Why is he bringing in 2 Void Rays? Why is he bringing in 2 Void Rays? I guess he was trying to go in there with Contrarian, but it was very poorly timed. He's going to lose those Void Rays. And Turd Ferguson is going to evacuate those that he can. And oh, looks like I have a Spire going up, but I also had Enduring Locust research, so yeah, I do have some Swarm Hosts here. They're going to finally want it. They finally want to try to take on this expansion, which has added an extra Spine Crawler in the interim. But these Swarm Hosts are not quite in position yet, even with this benefit of T-Money creep. They do not quite have the range to. Well, they did get a hit off on that though, so they're getting close. And oh, looks like Slayer is kind of tangling with some Locust, which you really don't want to do. He wants to let the siege tanks. And oh, looks like T-Money's got some Swarm Hosts of his own. Does he have Enduring Locust? I don't know. I can't check right now because there's too much excitement going on. And oh, the Marines, they need to let the tanks thin these out as much as possible. And oh, don't get the Swarm Hosts in there. Don't get the Swarm Hosts in there. And these Overseers are not really in the right position. They need to be spotting my Swarm Hosts, not trying to cover his own. And once those Locusts are out, I'm going to try to get out of there. The Warrior's going to chase me down, but not to any avail. And yeah, the Locusts are going to kind of help provide some cover here, and I just got to get my guys out of there. And he's going to try to start sniping some Zerglings, so I'm just going to try to swing around. Am I going to try to take this on? Probably not the best idea, but we have siege tanks hitting here at Contrarian's base. I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can, but when the Locusts spawn, it's going to cause me a little bit of problems on my lanes. But most of the ground forces are taken care of. All that's left now are the Swarm Hosts, and if we can get some detection over here, they are in big trouble, but no detection here just yet. Oh, and we do have the Void Rays here still of Turd Ferguson, who is now going to be going after Contrarian's base. Got to watch out for that Prismatic Alignment. I don't think there's enough Stalkers if he decides to Prismatic Alignment, which, oh, it's on cooldown. What was he using that on before? I don't know, but it's causing him to not have the full DPS he needs here, but he's still going to come out on top. And now we got a battle of Locusts, but it looks like T-Money's got more Locusts than I do, which is going to be a problem, especially once he gets this detection in position. Can he see my Swarm Host yet? He can see one of my Swarm Hosts. That's going to be a problem. But if the Locust can kind of keep defending here, nah, I'm probably gonna lose this Swarm Host. Oh, nope, timed out. I don't think he has Enduring Locust. And oh, the Swarm Host here were popped out for a second, and oh, it looks like I have some more Swarm Hosts. It's gonna be kind of getting to even numbers now. It's a battle of the Locusts, and I got a couple of Mutasks too. T-Money's going to pull back that Overseer. He doesn't want to lose it. He needs detection, but oh, he's not watching this one, and he's going to lose that Overseer eventually. But Overseers are pretty tough. You can't just snipe them all that quickly. And somehow I managed to get a surround here. I don't know how I managed to pull that off, but do we have detection here yet? Can we see these? We cannot. Wait, whoa, now we can see them. Now I've got an Overseer over here. Let's see if we can move this Overseer a little bit in this direction. I'd like to be able to take out the Swarm Host if you don't mind. And we still have Turd Ferguson. He's still got those Void Rays. They are a big problem. They haven't quite rolled us over yet. And it's just please move the Overseer. We know there's Swarm Hosts here. What are we doing here? And Contrarian Stalkers are trying to thin out these Void Rays, which, there's the Prismatic Alignment, and then just watch the Stalkers melt. It's really hard for Protoss to actually deal with Void Rays, oddly enough, now with that Prismatic Alignment. But there should be more than enough Mulas. The Prismatic Alignment holds no fear for them. And that is going to take care of the Air Force. Oh, we got to watch out for those Marines. Pull back from the Marines. Let the Locusts take them on. And there we go. But seriously, why can I not move my detection over here? And oh, that Overseer. I don't think they can get any detection in position to deal with my Swarm Host. And, are we finally going to get detection here? Finally, we get the Overseer mode over here. The Swarm Hosts for T-Money are no longer a problem, which means my Locusts are going to be ruling the ground. Hydralisks, who cares? Siege tank? Well, actually, siege tanks in the right numbers and in the right positioning are a problem for some Locusts, but there's not enough right now, and I've got Locusts swarming in from all sorts of places. I need to try to advance those forward, and it looks like Contrarian Stalkers kind of caught up in a sea of swarm or Locusts. That was kind of amusing. Oh, and there's a GG for Turd Ferguson. Oh, in the meantime, it looks like Spartan kind of swung around with his air army. Didn't even notice going on. Turd Ferguson is going to lose his expansion this time. And I'm assuming I'm going to move those swarm hosts forward at some point, or we're just going to guard the center of the map, which is no longer contested. It's like T-Money isn't quite done yet, but he's going to have some problems here in a second. These Void Rays are not going to do that well. This prismatic alignment isn't really going to do anything other than with the siege tanks, which they're not really focusing down all that well, so I'm not sure why he activated it, unless he was just hoping, well, if I hit something that's armored, so be it. If not, there's not much left here to hit, actually. Oh, and look at a single Locust. Oh, there we go. And now I got my swarm host pulled forward, and oh, they want this expansion, but T-Money's gone now, so we just need to shut down this mining so that his allies can't. Well, I mean, they're not really going to rebuild at this point. And Contrarian is going to lose his Void Rays. But nope, that's going to be it. That is going to do it. So I hope you enjoyed this somewhat brief game. And have a day.